My name is Pastor Hal York, and welcome to Truth in the Trenches. Today we're going to be in Proverbs chapter 9, verse 9. In the last 9 or 10 months in our culture, we've become a culture that's just very opinionated, to put it mildly. And everybody's got their own little camps now, and we're all we think this about COVID, we think this is about the elections, and we've all got our elections. We got our theories about voter fraud. We got our theories about this. We got our theories about that. We've got our opinions, and we're getting these little camps, all forming our own little camps, and we're all moving into our own little islands, and we're drawing up the drawbridge, and we won't listen to anybody that's not part of our group. And this is true across the board. It's not just one group or the other group. If you got an opinion about it and somebody doesn't agree with you, you think they're wrong automatically, and we won't listen. We're not interested to listen, and that's the culture that we've developed and lived in. We've always had opinions, but I think in the last 9 months, it just seems everybody's got an opinion about everything, and we're just adamant. Maybe we get too much time on our hands. I don't know. But what's been lost in all of this is truth. And that's frustrating, I think, for many people, because we want to know the truth. But what's taken the place of truth? Opinion. If I believe it, then it's true. If I have an opinion about it, then my opinion is true. And then we've all heard the theory or the statement, and we probably never said it about ourselves, but I'm sure we've said it about others. My mind's made up, don't confuse me with the facts. And we've kind of become like that in our culture, I think, a bit. But I want to think about that statement for a few minutes, and just think about it. My mind's made up, don't confuse me with the facts. Well, if my opinion is confused by the facts, then my opinion is faulty, because facts are truth. My mind's made up, don't confuse me with the truth. Well, that's a very dangerous thing to say. If you're hearing truth and it contradicts what you have in your mind as far as what you think is real or what you think is the way it is, and it contradicts the facts, you're on the losing side, because the truth never loses. The truth is what's real. The truth is never lost in argument. Now, it might get shouted down, it might get yelled at, it might get mocked and laughed at, and it might even get nailed to a cross and buried, and guards put around it to make sure it never comes back. But 3 days later, sure enough, as we know, Jesus rose from the dead, the way, the truth, and the life. And that's all truth. Truth never takes a back seat. Truth never loses. If you're on the wrong side of the truth, you're on the wrong side. Because what is real, and not believing it does not change the truth. If everyone believes truth is a lie, it's still true. And if everybody believes a lie is the truth, it's still a lie. It doesn't matter what we believe. What we believe only shows our grasp of reality, our grasp of the truth. It doesn't make something true just by believing it. And that's a very important principle to keep in mind as we think about our lives, how we think, because the Word of God obviously is true. Your word is truth. Jesus says, you shall have an opinion, and you shall know your opinion, and your opinion will make you free. Well, he never said that. Our opinions make us free. He said, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. And that is a very important thing to remember. The Word of God is true. It's always true. It doesn't come in and out of favor. It doesn't come in and out of truth based on culture. It's true. It's always been true. It will always be true, and it never changes because it's what's real. Is what you believe based on truth or based on just opinions? Just to give you an example, we're in the Christmas season. I always used to believe that growing up that the three wise men were at the manger scene along with the shepherds and the angels and the animals and everybody else. And so they had this one great big happy family of shepherds and wise men. And that's how I pictured it. That's how I always saw the picture. So I just believed it was true. And that was my opinion, that there were wise men at the manger scene when Jesus was born. But then I started to read the Word of God in Matthew chapter 2. It says the wise men came 2 years later. Well, those are the facts, but they didn't line up with my opinion. So am I going to believe the facts, or am I going to stick to my opinion? Well, the truth is what sets us free. The truth contradicts my opinions, then I have to bow to the truth every time. Not to do so is to be an absolute fool. And we are living in a culture of absolute fools in many cases who will not bow their knee to truth, the truth of the Word of God. So the verse today is, give instruction to a wise man, and he will still be wiser. Teach a righteous man, and he will increase his learning. As a pastor, if you teach your children, what's going to make them wise? What's going to help them live a life that is free? Giving my opinions to a wise man does not make him wiser. Giving my opinions to my children does not make them wise as children. If I want to help my children to be wise, if I want to help those I teach and work with wise, I need to teach them the truth. Teach the truth. That's what sets men free. That's what helps them face reality. That's what helps them be wise in this world. The truth, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. There's no greater truth than God himself. And the great truth we all need to embrace is that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. The fear of the Lord is the fear of the ultimate reality in this universe is God himself. He is the truth. But also this verse, let's flip it over. I want to teach the truth. But when I hear people talk to me with the truth, am I receptive to it? Will I grow and still be wiser when I hear the truth, or am I married to my opinions? Am I saying, no, my opinions, that contradicts me, so the truth is going to have to take a back seat? So remember this, the truth always wins. Are you on the side of truth? Does truth have greater weight in your thinking, in your reasoning, in your life than your opinions do? The truth of the Word of God. The truth of the Word of God. Does it have greater weight in your life than your opinions? Will you allow it to change your mind, to change your heart, to change your behavior? Give instruction to a wise man, and he will still be wiser. Teach a righteous man, and he will increase his learning. But we need to teach the truth, and we need to be receptive to that truth in our own lives, in our own heart. So may this truth guide us and guard us in the trenches of life as we seek to live for the glory of God and the good of others. May God bless.